So it's after midnight and I'm in here about to break a sweat. For one, I literally just don't have the heat on. I got my fan turned on. I just turned it on. But yeah, about to break was well pretty much broke out into a sweat, period. Uh because I just feel like people still out here living foul, which I know some are. It's probably less than what I think, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I be feeling a type of way. But goes to check an account that I'm trying to get interest on, and I was waiting on a deposit. And I forget that these deposits take a while to come in. A matter of fact, while I'm talking about, let me go and see if I can. I think it takes like 5 days. They be saying, I don't know how long they tell you it takes, but it really seems it takes the longest out of all the stuff that I be getting transferred. All the different banks that I may transfer money to, like my regular credit union, 2 days max from an account. Of course, if it's the weekend, it might be three. But yeah, this one on the other hand, I mean, oh, hold on, I literally be taking. Let me go back and look. Okay, so I don't know. I can't even tell when I initiated it. It says I initiated this one on March the 15th. Okay, it's going into the 18th. And I don't know, it's just taking so long. I'm not about to do it. Anyway, broke out into a sweat because yeah, I'm contacting their support and asking about my money and what's going on with it, and this person kept on telling me, "Oh, I can't see a pending deposit." I'm like, "What?" And I wasn't gonna tell them all the details. I'm like, I got like on my end, I knew that it was taken out of my other account. So why hasn't it hit this account yet, or why is it not showing as pending? What's? Wait a minute, what's T? Cause don't play with my money. And this person just kept insisting, "Oh, I don't see it. I don't see it." Well, where's your screenshot? And do you have a confirmation? Yes, everything be having a confirmation number. Why the confirmation number? The last two letters was I'm laughing kind of hard that I can't even really get it out. It was the initials of my so-called boy's dad. And Lord, I got my son saying so-called now. Oh my goodness. Ugh. The trickle out effect. I'm not even gonna say trickle down because I'm not trickling nothing down to them like that, but it's real. He be paying attention, which is awesome. But and then we turn around and watch Turning Red tonight. I know I'm getting a little. I'm not even feeling sleepy, but I know I must be tired because I'm talking about Burning Red. But yeah, it was his initials, and I was feeling the type of way. Like, wait, what? So that wasn't the I was trying to say the knee slapper, but that wasn't the cake topper, should I say? Because turn around and it's three people listed on the account where I can transfer to or from. And I don't know none of these people. Well, I didn't know two of these people, but that one of them I knew, and it was my daughter's so-called dad's name on there. And this is an account that I ain't really think a lot of people is not hip to. They don't really got this account. Excuse me. Well, a lot of people that I know of anyway. I know I'm not the only one that thinks about, what I'm saying, having different bank accounts and this, that, the third. Oh. But, a lot of people, like I said, that I know of just don't got this account. I don't think. And, so yeah, it was both their names on it. Like, well, something regarding both their names or initials or whatever. Why do I feel like I got a cough? Like I got a cold. And so I'm feeling a type of way. And so I'm just looking, I'm double checking. And then this made me just go in and take the contact number for my daughter's so-called dad out of my phone. Like, I don't know why I transferred it over. I got a new phone and everything. I don't know why I transferred it over anyway. I guess the main thing is because it's got a picture of my daughter. Well, it had, because I definitely quickly took it out this phone. It is still in my old phone. Because honestly, I be feeling like I never know when I need to access any of them text messages. And, so yeah, I took it out or whatever. But maybe I had me heated because that one person just kept saying, I cannot find your account. Honey, the money that I did have, I mean, no, he could find my account. He said he couldn't find the pending deposit. And I was like, wait, what? Ain't no way. Boy, ain't no way. And so I quickly was withdrawing the money that I had in there. I'm like, wait a minute. And then I canceled it because I talked to another agent. This turned out this agent, he must didn't either know how to refresh his screen or, trained about something or whatever. This agent was just not, I didn't appreciate this one. And then they didn't seem to want to really help. He kept asking me for my screenshots and stuff. I'm not giving you my information. When I contact you, you should have it on your end. If you don't, something ain't right, something going on. Or either just, wasn't meant for me to do it. So contacted another agent, chat agent, and because everybody's doing chat, everybody, a lot of people is not doing phones anymore, but people be available for chat. Thank God, because baby, I will get on these chats at 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't care nothing about y'all sleep schedule, nothing like that when it comes to them dollar signs. But he was able to help me out. I ain't gonna say he was able to get me right, but he tried to assure me. And when I initially started talking to him, his was caused the inconvenience as well because he was trying to say the same thing, and I was like, wait, can you I know, because I got a confirmation. I was going to give him a confirmation number and everything. See, even with the other one, I gave him a confirmation number. He was like, I can't, he or she or whatever. I'm assuming it's a he, but I don't know. He just kept saying, I can't find it, and this, that, and the third, and unfortunately, they forever saying it damn unfortunately. No, it's unfortunate. It's going to be very unfortunate if somebody go postal because y'all ain't got my money in this dang on account. Or at least letting me know when it's finna hit. So this one gave me an exact date and everything. I was like, wait a minute. And ain't no telling, honey. They might be behind the scenes or whatever, communicating with one another. But I'm trying to draw some interest, baby. And then I'll take my money right on up out of there. I mean, money is in other people's hands anyway. But you just hope that they have integrity and that they do what they're supposed to with it. But, I started, like I said, I broke into a sweat, but I try not to fret too much. Cause I'm like, you know what? Well, oh well, that's just me. And I was just about to take it as, I wasn't going to take it as a loss. I was definitely going to contact my bank and, dispute charges or whatever. But, well, it wasn't charges, but, dispute it. And go ahead and cancel it or whatever. But I guess I didn't have to. And so the other thing I was going to talk about is that I mentioned earlier on another video that, some folks are back in town, some little folks, not so little, but, little folks or whatever. Back in this town, they don't live here. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They just coming to visit, quote unquote visit, I guess. I don't know because I don't know what's going on because it's not spring break that I know of. Maybe they have a different spring break schedule or whatever. But anyway, I wanted to mention that I'm just glad that I'm at the level that I can feel like I just don't like that they're here, that, the appearance of them and stuff like that. I just don't like it. And when I seen already earlier, the little boy was not minding his business already, not tending to what y'all got going on over there, and already looking over here in his yard. It's nothing and nobody over here for you. Them days just came and went before they even came. Because, y'all don't treat people right. You don't need to be around good people. And that's just period. You don't need to be around rare people, who are not, I mean, I'm not going to say we're not about that life, but it's a life that we're about, but we, you know what I'm saying, we don't do I'm not into all that other stuff, all that, rah-rah and all that. I'm not saying that I can't get on the edge and start feeling that at times, but anyway, so I just don't like that they're around and stuff like that. And of course, that most of the time boils down to that's a me issue, but I like being at that place better than just despising and the fact that I'm like, oh, speaking of turning red, I'm turning red by freaking knowing you here, knowing that you're supposed to be coming, seeing your, you know what I'm saying, seeing the appearance and stuff. So like I said, I just don't like it, but I had more peace, and I don't know if I said it before then or after, but I knew that God was telling me to come up higher. And I want to say once again, which it is what it is, but come on up higher. And that's what I'm purposing to do. And I'm just, even just with words like, Lord, it's certain stuff that I need to let go of, and I just need to disconnect from, and just, leave it at that. And like I said, I don't like to see, and I definitely don't like to see, because my daughter is not at home. You know what I'm saying? These not even their kids. My child should be at home. And so when I seen my daughter's daughter's so-called dad name on the app, I pressed report. I didn't really mean to, but I did. I pressed report. Like, it was almost like I wasn't conscious of it. Like, I just did it. I think it's a subconscious thing, and because I want to report, I feel like I be wanting to report him so bad and wanting to say certain stuff and just want him, you know what I'm saying? I want that accountability, because he just, yeah, it's just too much. But, yeah, deleting his number out. Major step for me. I haven't been contacting him anyway. There's no need in going back and forth arguing and stuff with him. I almost said my daughter said what she said, but girl, what she not understanding is that it's God's will. It's not your will. It's not, you know what I'm saying, your so-called dad and your so-called wannabe grandma. Let me stop. It's his mom. At least I could say his so-called mom. It's not your way. It's not. It's just not. And y'all can even come into agreement all you want to, but it's just not your way. And that don't mean it's gonna be my way. It's just it's definitely, like somebody said to me before, it's Yahweh. It's not y'all's way, but it's Yah's way. And he said Yahweh. And because I was like, oh, they in my way. He was like, no, they ain't in your way, they in Yahweh. And that's a beautiful place to be, so it's good. But and for me to be kind of smiling and stuff about it, that's amazing, because Father God, and I'm still calling on God. And speaking of that, I just seen this with this little girl, this little 8-year-old's body was found, and I'm trying to even get off of tuning into stuff like that, but it really does like try to just mess with my heartstrings when I see that. And I was looking at the details that her mom is supposed to have some mental issues and stuff, and then her mom, it would sound very sinister if she in fact called her mom and said, Mom, this time it's just gonna be me and you like it used to be. It's not gonna be. And they were saying that she was jealous of the attention that her daughter was getting and stuff like that. And it's like, wait, what? My daughter's so-called dad tried to say that I was jealous of my child and stuff like that. And I was hating on her. Like, wait, what? Ain't no way. And so I ain't even going back and forth and trying to correct him on that, because that is just, it's a mess. That's on him. Um, but yeah, it was said that she was jealous of the attention. But I always cannot help but think, who is the one that got her pregnant with this child? Where is this person at? Because yes, she's going to jail because this child's body been found and they looking for her to do another dude that's connected. But the whole time, the dude who impregnated her is off somewhere else, and he's going to be living his life like he's doing, like I guess evidently been doing, even when the child was alive. When is that accountability gonna take place, baby? Because my so-called dudes is held accountable, period, and gonna continue to be held accountable. I don't want to deal with them up close and personal and stuff like that. Held accountable. I'm gonna continue to teach my kids. You can hold your parents accountable, and we should be wanting to be held accountable, and we should want to and have to submit to God. Now we can choose, I guess, to reject it, but it's not wise. So that just be I'm over here stuttering, but yeah, that'd be my concern. But it was sad, to see, and I saw a smile, but I seen some strain on the little girl's face too. But cute little girl, and I was just like, wow, just crazy, man. So they got one quote unquote suspect, and they're looking for the other one. But like I said, the so-called sperm donor or whatever, is just gonna be able to be off living, doing what he wants. And a lot of them get to do that and whatever. I just be looking at the situation, like, even when a child is with the parent, because this ain't the first situation where a little girl or children, it'd be a lot of little girls. I don't know if it really be little boys like that. I'm talking about in this specific type. Not saying that little boys have never died on their, quote unquote, on their mother's watch, or in some type of way. But I see a lot of little girls, and a lot of the moms was prostitutes or something like that, and it brings about a spirit of devastation. I don't like it. But I remember that one case where that one dude lost his child. I don't know her name, but a lot of these little girls got the like Maya, Naya, and all that at the end of the name. So I think it was a little girl like that, and it was sad. It was sad to see him. I feel like he was putting on a slight facade, if not a full one, but I ain't going into the details. But it was just sad to watch it and stuff like that. And I think he got the urn and stuff like that had her ashes and stuff, and he was just crying and all. But meanwhile, the girl locked up, and I guess the dude that she was with, but he out here doing some other stuff last I checked. I might have to go back and look him up again, but I don't even be wanting to go back over that stuff, because it really brings sadness to my life to see when something like that happened. An 8-year-old. Just mentioning 8-year-old's body found and somebody actually killed. I mean, it's sad overall when anything happens. Let's just say a child just drowned or whatever, but it's like, definitely devastating when somebody actually killed that child, or truly caused for that child to die or whatever, whether it's neglect or whatever. And I just immediately when I saw it, I was just like, God, I'm calling on God God the Father. I'm like, Lord, Father God, help us, because help us as a community, help us as black people, help us as people overall. But I'm talking about what I be seeing. I really can't focus on what I don't see. And I know Ukraine and stuff got stuff going on and all that, but I've seen that some journalists or reporters or whatever have died over there. But I'm focusing on, like, not focusing on, but I come across that type of story, the story that I just mentioned. And so that's what my attention went to, and that's what I felt like I wanted to call on God for. I didn't feel like I wanted to call on God for, other stuff at that moment, especially, but I, I just be like, Lord, we need to clean house. We need to clean up around these parts. We need your help. We need your guidance. We need your love, God, which I'm thankful for. That I know agape love and I've experienced it. But like we need him. We need the presence of God. Period. Don't need to be trying to remove God from things. I mean, you're not going to be able to, but you don't even need to get in the mindset. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? One thing I can say, I thank God we can remove people from our lives. I'm not talking about nothing heinous or malicious, but I'm just saying, just separate from them and stuff like that. Thank you, Lord. But God never leaves nor forsakes. If I don't know nothing else, that's what I know. And so, if while he is near and while, like the Bible say, while he can be found, you need to call on him. You need to seek him. And if it's saying while he can be found, that might mean that it's going to come a time when you do the math. But, I know it sounds like I'm sleep talking and stuff like that, but I'm relaxing. This fan is blowing and it's feeling so good. And I'm in the living room. I wasn't planning on sleeping in here, but I'm laying here and just chilling out. Yep, thought about my daughter earlier and all that, and of course had a dream. And then, like I said, they end up showing up and coming to town. And when I say they, one of the little people, and I'm saying little people as in it because they're not grown, but sometimes people hype them up to make them feel like they are. But one of the, because they're not small, they definitely not small either. But the little girl, she used to play with my daughter and stuff like that, and I thought that they could be best friends, grow up together. I imagine, like when they were younger, I imagined, well, Lord, when they turned, 15, 16, I could see them hanging together, this, that, and the third. Honey, that came and went, and it is what it is. And sometimes I actually still feeling like, oh, she can, but no, she's just a subtle, like, ringleader or whatever. So, it was just crazy, though. It's like, one moment they was hanging together, they was good, and then the next moment, nope, not so much. And I tried, but whenever I had to send the little boy home, or back over there, my home, I ain't calling it their home, when I had to send him back next door to his so-called grandparents' house, oh, my muscles hurting because I was doing that gazebo the other day. But when I send them back home, let me correct my tongue for real. When I send him back over there to that residence where he's a visitor, not home, because he really do need to be going home and staying home. That's when the so-called lady of the house came and snatched the little girl up too, told her to come. I'm like, she was still enjoying herself playing. She snatched her out of here. She wasn't doing nothing wrong, not in that moment at all. They was just having fun. They was chilling. She was enjoying being in the presence of, having her friend, or what I once deemed her friend or whatever. And the lady took her, so that's on her, and that's their issues to deal with. As far as I knew, they could have played, but must not have been meant for them to. In the way, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't, to me, looking back, it wasn't a bad way that they linked up. I don't see nothing bad about it. Like, apparently, like, if it was very, very subtle, but I knew my daughter, when we first moved over here, she had a Dora potty. It was a red Dora potty. It might have had pink in it, and I just set it outside because I wasn't using it. And that's when the lady, she was like, can I have that? Because my daughter, not my daughter, she said, my granddaughter can use it, whatever. I'm like, you can have it. And guess what? I didn't buy it. His mom had bought it. Her dad's so-called mom had bought it or whatever. And so I was like, yeah, you can have it. And and that's how we started talking and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I gotta see it. At the time she was 2 years old. My goodness, she had just turned. Had she just turned 2? Hold on, no. Yeah, she had just turned 2, and she was gonna turn 3 that year. At the end of that year, so we've been over here since she was 2. I just am tripping out. I'm like, she was that small. I definitely miss my child. Lord have mercy on me. But I didn't buy it. I just set it outside. And I didn't throw it away, but I just set it outside for whatever reason. I was tired of seeing it. It was pissy. She was potty trained by then, so I was like, yeah, she can use the big people bathroom now. And that's when the so-called lady asked for her. I don't forget much of nothing, so don't play with me. Don't try to play on my top. And that's when, would have been history made, but yeah, that's when they linked up and started playing, and then they allowed my daughter to come over there and just play and stuff like that. Even when they wasn't at home, they allowed her to play on the swing set that they had and stuff like that. She was younger then, of course, moving along, which it didn't take long for me to have my son. I had a baby, not the next year that I lived over here, but 2 years. Was it? I lived over here all 2010, all 2011. I was pregnant in 2011, and then 2012 I had a baby. So 2 years I lived over here with her. So by this time she was 4, and then I had a baby, which is my now 10-year-old son. So they was kind of playing, but that little boy didn't really mesh with my son, and the girls could play together, but the little boy didn't mesh with my son really. And plus, my son is younger than him. But he also just wanted to cling to his sister and wanted her. I was like, boy, okay, enjoy your life. So I started seeing little stuff in him that I didn't like, I didn't care for, I didn't agree with. And once he wasn't really welcomed over here, or that I sent him back over there, she just snatched the little girl. But she the one that initiated, because I could have stayed over here minding my whole business this whole time. I was just thankful that they have a fence and stuff like that, because I had wanted my daughter to be able to play inside of a fence, and I could still look right out the back window and see her. She was fine. Now I do wish I could go back in them days and just sit outside and kind of watch her and stuff like that, but it's alright. We can move forward. No need in going backwards. She's older now, and I just pray that she continue to mature gracefully and how she's supposed to, and definitely according to God's timeline and will for her. But that's what it is. And I can go over a whole bunch of details where, like, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't bothering with them people like that. I was trying to be cordial, because I thought that's what we supposed to do. Baby, now y'all put me, not y'all, but God put me or allowed me to be somewhere. I'm definitely looking at it totally different. I'm not trying to be friendly. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm not trying to be, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't, even when I moved over here, people was like drawn to me. And I was in my own little world. I was definitely dealing with stuff regarding her dad. Like, I was really we were going through it. It was very tumultuous. It was very toxic and more. And I was trying to focus on staying away from him and getting away from him, but I done messed around and after 3 months, let him come over and stuff like that. And and I didn't make him come over. He came. So there we go with that cycle, trying to repeat again or whatever. And of course, it was nipped in the bud when I got pregnant with my son, which I thank God for. And then, of course, followed up and I had another son with dude, of course, after he had a baby with somebody else. So, you know, but it's been wild. It's been a wild ride, and I definitely been wanting to get off and just smooth sailing. Let me get on a boat ride and just, you know what I'm saying? Smooth sailing, no troubled waters. Let me just chill. I don't want these roller coasters. I don't want these people that don't know how to drive. There's people that claim this they not gonna steer you wrong, but don't need to be in the driver's seat at all. But yeah. Just thinking back on them so-called neighbors. And then my youngest, my third child, my youngest son, he didn't really get to grow up and be around them at all because by that time everybody was just separated. You know, you live next door to somebody and you can just stay separate. Okay, fine. We segregated, baby. Let's go. So that's how it's been, and it is what it is. But I'm so glad to feel peace today. And granted, I had them dreams, and I had them it was like a sexual encounter type dream or whatever. Like I said, I usually had them when I was, noise going on out here. Let me look at this camera. It sounds like an airplane though, but I don't know. I usually had them definitely when I was involved with the boys' dad. And I was already feeling like, you ain't gotta do all that. You don't gotta do no astral projection or nothing like that because the door is open. Like, it was times, like I said, the door was unlocked and he just didn't never come in. Like, that definitely let me know you literally gotta invite certain, I'm not saying him, but he kind of mirrored whatever. But you invite certain ones in, and that's on you, you know what I'm saying? If it's certain, it's not solely on you, but that's on you if you ignorant, you don't really know who or what you inviting in. Because he literally stood at the door, he did not come in if I didn't let him in. And he would tell me, a lot of his messages to me consisted of open the door, and then there was another time when he was like, why is the door, he said, open the door, but he said, why is the door always open? Because he knew he was doing some crazy stuff. And so he would ask me, why is the door always open, you know? And boy, when that door started shutting, he got offended or felt some type of offended. Like, yep, it's supposed to always be open. He even gave me my key back and still expected me to. And I guess he got mad or whatever and offended when my daughter, she was like, I can't sleep because he's knocking on the door late and stuff like that. And I'm like I said, I'm going to respect the people in my household. The people that decided to remain, I'm going to respect. And that's just what it is. I'm going to respect and prioritize. So I don't know if he got offended or whatever. I may never know in details. But anyway, before I get too long-winded, I'm feeling good in this moment. I'm feeling amazing, actually. Thank you, Lord. This fan blowing on me just feels like paradise after me being heated. And I feel like I just calmed down because I was getting heated regarding the whereabouts of my funds. But if they say 2022, long thing, they ain't playing no games. I mean, in 3022. Basically never, then we good to go. But I'm just not understanding, like, how can you refresh something and then don't see my stuff? How can I give you a confirmation number and you don't, and you not coming across my stuff? Like, what? So, like, I really feel so good. Thank you, Lord. I had to get on my sons. They were still up, but I had to tell them to go ahead and go to bed because it was doing too much, in my opinion. And I was just like, go to bed. You know, trying to be friendly with them, trying to be somewhat friends or whatever. I'm trying, and they be hugging me and stuff like that, and loving on me, which I'm thankful. I want them to be able to hug and love on me even when, which they usually do. Like, they don't be, especially my youngest one. He will give me a hug whenever. Don't have to be nothing, but he also tell me when he's upset and when I'm still upset because you laughed at me about. I'm like, and I just had to tell him, boy, I'm gonna laugh at what I think is funny. I said, I'm gonna check on you, make sure you're good. When I determine that you're good, if it was funny, I'm laughing. But and baby, I'm one. My mama laughed at me so much. My so-called mom laughed at me so much. I don't like it either. Hold on. 23, no, I have some videos that evidently I need to upload. But he will let it be known. I love it. My other son, we can laugh at him and he don't say nothing about it. He might feel a type of way, like, why are y'all laughing at me? But he don't say nothing about it. He's like a more chill type of dude. My youngest son be cracking up when he do something. He be cracking up. He got that type of laugh that piss you off if you don't know him. So I'm trying to help them now get that under control because people is not going like. I don't want to speak that they won't. I hope that they will just look past them or overlook them if they got to before they feel like they want to try to bother with my son. My kids, myself, we're different. I told my son today, I have some weird things about me. I said I got my ways about me and I got my reasons for doing certain stuff because he came out and sat with me in the gazebo earlier and he was like, why is this like this? And I was like, because I got weird ways and I got stuff about me. I have my reasons. And I did. I had a very specific reason for doing it like I did it, but I knew it was quirky. It was like half of a tablecloth on the table. He was like, why did you do that? And I'm like, don't worry about it. That's my business. What Tabitha Brown saying? That's my business. But yeah, like that, like so. Gotta love that. It's like grace. It's like just graceful how she be speaking. And it kind of does draw you in or whatever. But anyway, just feeling good. This fan has made all the difference because I was feeling like I was burning up and getting hotter by the moment because y'all playing on my top with them dollar signs. Now, when I close my eyes and get me some rest, I just don't want to have no crazy dreams. So the devil be bound. Stay away from my dream life. Like, leave me alone. Peaceful, pleasant dreams. Sweet dreams, as they say. I don't need no beautiful nightmares. I need to, I need the peace of God. In peace while I lay down. In peace while I sleep. Y'all know that scripture. I might have misquoted it, but yeah. In peace while I both lay down and sleep. And we ain't talking about the death sleep. We talking about just this peaceful, healthy night sleep. I wake up in the morning, which I did tell my sons earlier. I was like, Lord willing, we live to see it. We wake up through the night, then I was whatever I was talking about. But something so funny. I was following Carrie Ann Franklin on Instagram. And then I just recently stopped. Well, not recent, but maybe about a month or two ago. Stopped. And then of course there he go, popping up on the Zeus Network on the show and stuff like that. I'm just like, look at him. Because he was definitely, I seen how he was purposing to try to, he kept talking about money and stuff like that, but, purposing to try to get something going, I guess, for himself. And I guess, find the right opportunity for him. I don't know what to say or think about it. I'm just observing at a distance, and I didn't go back to following him anyway. So I made my HelloFresh meal warm buttered shrimp baguette, and it was good. I really enjoyed learning the new simple recipes from them. You could take it and put your own twist on it and stuff like that. But it was pretty good. Like, they really have shown me some stuff and I can apply it. I did feel like thought I was going to want to order some tacos earlier. I said, nope. I ain't letting no more money go up out of here. Definitely that's unnecessary. And me buying that food and stuff is unnecessary. Instacart, oh my gosh, like, y'all out here playing games, messing with my stuff. Haven't received a response from them. They do just, it feels like they're trifling. I don't want to deem them as that, but it really does. But all these businesses just seem to have so much shade with them. Just shady practices, corrupt. Some, I don't want to say corrupt, but definitely shady. Trying to be slick. So, trust no man but God. You need to trust God. And that's that. In that way, you might feel disappointed, but you won't be devastated. And I was really on the verge of getting offended by, him not being able to find my transaction history and stuff like that. I'm like, wait a minute. And I knew it wasn't erased on my end. I could still see it. I got the emails to confirm. Well, can you send me some screenshots of the email? I'm not going to send you nothing because this is the thing. Y'all system should be working and showing you what's going on my account. You should be able to read back to me what's going on. So no, absolutely not. And he ended up ending the chat. I didn't mean for him to. I was trying to go and get the screenshots or whatever, but he or she, they ended the chat. But I'm about to end this. I didn't know this thing was 40-something minutes. I just been talking. This fan got me flowing, baby. This fan feeling amazing. Fan got me feeling like I'm about to sleep somewhere that I wasn't planning on sleeping. But I'm gonna get up tomorrow. I'm gonna I'm gonna eat my honeydew melon. I got a few cashews. Got my banana chips. And I don't know what I'm gonna cook, but I need to be taking out something. Probably that bavette steak. But I can get up and go take that out. Me and my son ate it the last time. Bavette steak and, well, this time I think it's asparagus and mashed potatoes maybe, but it was steak and shrimp and some green beans. It was good. I don't know. Maybe I won't because I've been eating beef. I ate the beef. It's kind of like beefaroni spaghetti type. I ate that last night. The last time I ate chicken, I ate some chicken tenders. There was some chicken tenders that was made out of real, like, chicken breast, or, like, chicken cutlets. So good. So chicken, I'm not in the mood for no fish just yet, because I ate the shrimp, That was seafood enough for me tonight. It was some slaw. Can't even talk. It was some slaw with it and stuff like that. What else? Slaw actually came out good, tasting good. Now I got a better idea of how, when I do make me some slaw for burger, but hot dogs or whatever, got a better idea of how. But yeah, but I really did enjoy sitting in the gazebo earlier. Speaking of, my videos are still uploading, 41%, 11 minutes left. Like 3 videos uploading right now. And then this will be the 4th one, so 45 minutes. Yeah, let me get off of here. I'm just feeling so good, like, and I really can't like suppress it or like contain it. I'm feeling amazing. It's crazy how that fan is making me feel just so good. That fan made a heck of a difference. I haven't turned my air on yet, but I know it's probably gonna be a hot summer. Here we go. I stayed up today in the daytime. My son got on me yesterday. Are you sleeping in the daytime? So I sat outside for a lot of the day. Got that sunlight, which was good. Like I said, it was peaceful. I had my music up. I mean, I really do. I really want me a bigger speaker. But I had my music up and I was just out there chilling. Chilling. My sons came out there for a little while, but when I'm in the house, they out. Sometimes they want to be outside. When I'm outside, they want to be in the house. You know, that's our time separately and stuff like that. I told my oldest son, I told my younger son, I just want to be alone. And I told him, I said, you got the right to tell him that, like, and he need to respect it. He gets a little sad because he wants to be there. He wants somebody to play with and this and the third. And I be feeling a little bad, a little sad or whatever, but it'll be alright. Or if I get pissed off enough or bothered enough, I'll be like, well, your dad needs to be held accountable because he's the one that is the reason why. Because guess what? Honestly, if it would have went like how I thought it was going to go, it would have been all the kids here. It would have been my daughter, been his of course his oldest daughter, and then at times his other daughter, and then the 2 boys. So that's 3 girls and 2 boys, and but he started saying to me, oh, we getting ready to raise our 6, 7 kids, I don't know however many kids he was trying to claim regarding that girl. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh really? Baby, I understand, because I sure wanted mine. I wanted me that perfect family and this and that. I understood the concept of it, but the context was all wrong because, and again, I can't say it's definitely not on me that my kid's not over there. I mean, I don't want them over there, but, I didn't make that decision like that. I'm just thankful that God is how God has it. Because I don't want you sitting over here faking and trying to mesh and blend together my kids and my kids not like other people. They definitely are different, and it's okay. Okay, so I was getting off here. Let me go. That fan really got me going.